That sounds good. Oh, hi, Ellie.
Yeah.
I was wondering when you'd show up, Aura. I hope you haven't made any plans for the night because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of the Ul'Dah society. Mr. Manyfaces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you will hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye's been selling like pond cakes. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, shall we, Aura?
Yes.
The hidden treasure of Ul'Dah, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on this, it's you-know-who, to Sun Silk Tapestries.
Ah, maybe the lady from the start.
Oh, yeah, Yellow Moon.
Yeah. Or am I thinking of something different?
I don't know.
I don't know. Where am I warping?
Somewhere. Sun Silk Tapestries, would that be with the Weavers?
I know, that's over here.
Okay. I don't know the map.
I think that might be the place where I bought the bridal gown.
Oh, that was great.
Oh. Game?
Game. Uh-oh. Oh dear.
I hope the game did not just freeze on me.
It can only deal with so much Hildibrand. This is our second time exploring, and this is our second stream featuring him in 24 hours. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, look at me. I'm a Menderville man doing what only a Menderville can.
Okay, brief pause. I think it's frozen. Oh, there we go.
Oh God.
That was a long way. No, it's back. It's back.
We are okay. Woo!
It's back.
We're alive.
Yes. Very slow loading. Jeez, it's never had that long of a loading time for me.
I do think it's Hildibrand.
It's all the way back to Wyman's.
Hi, man.
Hey, my favorite adventurer, my favorite Mithril Eye reporter along with him. Tell me, what have you done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? See, as much as I'd like to help you with best mates, I'm afraid you found old Wyman at a loss. Although has more than his fair share of treasures hidden otherwise, I reckon our phantom friend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you though, whatever he's got his eye on, it's got the Sultan sworn and a right ditter. Word has it they formed a regiment of the best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat.
The Saltsworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but the only lead we've got. Come on, Nora. I say it's time we pay a visit to the heart of the Sworn.
Oh, hold up there. It ain't generally worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. Man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put your pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero.
Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Aura, the time is of the essence. Alright. Bye, man.
That's Scholar's Walk. Alright. Let's try warping again, and hopefully this time it doesn't take 2 minutes.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at me. I'm a Vanderbilt man doing what only a Vanderbilt can. I am going to warp to in the game. Vanderbilt land.
You're good.
No. I mean, well, I bet the game's better now.
Yep. Oh, only authorized personnel are allowed in. Oh, bugger me for broadsword. This is a gentleman of Light's Adventuring Company in that city. Caddy of a cute reporter from the Mithril Eye.
Well, if it isn't the self-styled warrior of white, tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Saltsworn for crew to land yourself in this position?
Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing the gentleman of light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of my soul like vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm like my hero, Master Hildibrand. Sultan sworn more impressed with my commitment and sword arm and gladly welcomed me to their ranks. Oh, it's the guy from the very first one.
Yeah.
Don't tell me, you've come to assist Master Hildibrand in his investigation, have you? Core, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help my mates who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis?
Yeah, I'd say Phyllis.
Yeah, she's one of the Sworn's best and something of a history buff I'd seen when she heard that the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Ul'Dah. She personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has information you're looking for, it'll be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust not to touch anything. Don't worry, we're not like Hildibrand.
Hey! A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case and would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events.
I wonder if any of them realize that I'm basically wearing the same armor as they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion, a friend here, one Aura Sentry, yes?
Yep, that's me.
Mm-hmm. You know Aura? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the inspector, too, would also welcome a helping hand. Oh, hey, man.
Hey, Mr. B. Sun Swarm, the elite of Ul'Dah's elite. Can only hope they prove more competent than the bludgeoning mercenaries I've dealt with thus far.
Inspector Bardian, always one step ahead of us.
Miss Ellie, Aura, a moment if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me and don't move an ill.
Inspector, what is that here?
Please.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Demasking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises.
Oh.
Analyzing the mask left behind it, Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counter agent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear that the two of you are indeed who you appear to be.
Well then, brilliant, Inspector! The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time.
But he wasn't really in disguise during any of the last parts. He was just off doing his own thing.
Well, I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Salt Sworn at our disposal, we are only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify our thief's next target, a hidden treasure of Ul'Dah, the last of the 4 lost relics of Ul'Dah? I fear not. I've pored through the histories time and again, but only the mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe the 4 sacred artifacts, each one possessed by the 4 Beldian heroes. It makes no mention as to their appearance or nature.
3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times he has foiled us by making off something else entirely. Mm-hmm. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths.
All artifacts of Beldian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust, and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages.
The blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have my word, my lady.
But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. The Salt Sworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We will be most grateful for any assistance you could offer.
Lady asks, and a gentleman answers!
Well, you don't need the question marks. You know who this is.
I'll worry from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry. Inspector extraordinaire has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. Take it up.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do a dust.
Must be a demasking dust that's the talk of the place. Ah, but you need not wish your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I'm exactly who I claim to be. A shame that.
Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far, the head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3.
Ooh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head of a cudgel, cut with a great sword, strangled with a subligar mayhap?
I'm afraid we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderer plots the deaths of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly.
Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice.
Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use.
I'm guessing Hildibrand's going to waste it on something.
No.
And then it's going to accidentally find the actual thief.
Yeah. For what it's worth, he wasn't... Oh.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh boy, hang on. Bots water.
Banned.
Bye-bye.
Come to account me on yet another case, friend. I'd like your gusto. But if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably.
Aw.
Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thus Leoro, my ever-loyal associate.
Okay, so he does know your name. That's good.
And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 8 sins of Sasamo.
Mm-hmm.
Even the most circumspect criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anything suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use.
I will say she was, the guy wasn't really, like, trying to, like, be in disguise at that point, but, he I think that the way we saw him, like, with the mask and stuff, isn't necessarily his true face, because we did see him in his all-black outfit.
Yeah,
so he still had some disguise. He just didn't actively disguise himself, the way he did.
Yeah, and it seems like the father knows who he is, potentially.
Also, I just love the fact that we titled this thing Hildy at a Wedding, and we were at the wedding for maybe 20 minutes.
It's been 2 hours, so this goes faster than you might think.
Uh-huh.
Flowers? Yes, it's all become clear. Phantom Killer is a florist, too, and it is hard to escape carelessly mislaid his wares. So what do you think you're doing, eh? I'm going to put the flowers there, eh? Got in memory, my poor boy. You defile his memory, eh?
Oh, I think that's the lady. I'll get
That was
it.
important, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dearest mother's name, your son's killers will be brought to justice. As I was saying, these flowers are clearly placed here by a family deceased, which can only mean...
Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run, or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor, poor boy.
Oh, we're circling back to zombies, are we?
Oh, that happened.
Then a person turns into a zombie? Nonsense.
Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Ul'Dah? Ul'Dah's sibling nation, against which we have waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An old holy draught brew by the Soldian alchemist, one with the power to turn the living into the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers the traitors spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Saltsworn. Thou alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could do so much as pay me last respects. The traitor's spurn? I've heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing, just who are we dealing with here? A Sildan, I'm sure. Only a Sildan would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sildan died 4 centuries ago, you would say? Oh, they did!
Uh-oh.
He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does. But did it ever occur to ye that he might be an honest to God's phantom, eh? Here are the tales from my old great-great-grandmother I did about the 4 relics of Ul'Dah and the powers they hold. The power to exalt justice. A spectre of Ul'Dah has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all, have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us. My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father, if only you'd kept your nose out of those history books and never so much breathed the accursed name of Ul'Dah. But you did, and now we're doomed. Okay,
don't hurt yourself.
Oh my god, that was fun. Oh, that took a turn. No, why are we all posing?
Well, 2 of them look curious. I'm looking concerned, and Hildibrand is just Hildibrand.
Oh, yeah, really.
In horses here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. Let's put in a hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that it was. For all of a fortnight, before my flux fell out all over again. Just as I was chatting up a lovely lass in the quicksand, just a twisted knife and extra.
Yo!
Mountain-back charlatan. I'll find the so-called inspector and his sorry band and put every last strand of hair from the bleeding skulls.
Do you remember this guy?
Yes.
Oh, Eliezer. Oh, boy. Didn't expect to get a call back to this. This was funny.
He might end up saving the day, maybe.
Oh, that'd be pretty fun.
And yes, I was not expecting it to go back to that.
Yeah.
Well, dude, maybe you used too much, given, well...
You poured it all over your head.
Mm-hmm. Hildibrand is up to something, or at least he thinks he is. It's all becoming clear now that the old woman's testimony has confirmed that which is expected from the start. The zombie picking away at rotting flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your eyes and ears, feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deductions. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on a century since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. Such, of course, an action is queer. We must placate this tortured soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of Inspector's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. Let us begin the search to the Thorough Mages Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Tedel might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count with me, Inspector B. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned from the guild, it shall not escape this inspector's eye.
I also love that you hit the continue dialogue button so fast you did it on yourself.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, you don't have to apologize to me. I wasn't reading it. I'm just amused that it actually happens to you sometimes. Oh my god.
No one's perfect. Don't condescending pat me. I will condescending pat you back until I need to actually hit the X button.
Oh, don't take it away from me! Don't take it away from me again! You're gonna get more pats! You're gonna get more pats!
Researching the... Can you stop so I can actually read? Researching ancient feud between Ul'Dah and Ul'Dah, are you? Most impressive. Young people these days show so little interest in learning from the past. Anyhow, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. Let's go back further still to the birth of the mother nation's Ul'Dah. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders, with arcane arts burgeoning and great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. Age of enlightenment would not last forever. Power bred Arvice, and Arvice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the sixth umbral calamity, which in turn swallowed the once proud nations and left behind a battered wasteland in its wake.
Whoa.
Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused the catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thailand, where they found the nation of Ul'Dah some 8 centuries gone. Imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought that the civilization survived to this day. Alas, it was not to be.
Okay.
Oh, not yet. You don't say. Not every time someone cares about Sidel. Flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. 2 were fierce rivals. When they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed he was the rightful heir. With neither son willing to relinquish the claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in 2, forming the twin nations of Ul'Dah and Hildibrand. Not unlike 2 proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry.
Oh boy.
Learn about the war and the fallen Sultanate of Ul'Dah. It'd be my pleasure. 2 city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in an outright war. She might have deduced from the present state of affairs, Ul'Dah emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins.
Yikes.
As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were of the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to uncover Ul'Dah's superior numbers, Sidum alchemists devised the most perfect stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the traitor's spurn. They brought the fallen warriors back as undead soldiers.
Yikes.
Some theories have it was even employed the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sent shivers on the spine just thinking about it. It's truly a crown and glory of a fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against those horrors.
Yeah, I have to admit. I mean, it's basically like becoming a zombie is terrifying enough, but someone forcing you to do it while you're still alive is kind of terrifying.
Yeah. Take knowledge of the bad blood. Suppose I could spare a moment or 2, but take notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. 2 scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'Dah weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Hildibrand weighing knowledge and power.
Mm-hmm.
But the power sought by the 2 nations differed greatly. The power wrought by Ul'Dah prospered was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Hildibrand of knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine.
Yeah.
On this matter, the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes these histories, and what does this say of the words written within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as shifting sands. As one example, did you know the war against the sigil Ul'Dah and Amjaf fought side by side? Likely you did not, neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in the ancient text buried deep in the archive. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you would see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already.
Why did we get this? Why did we suddenly get triumphant music in the middle of his speech?
Because that's just the normal music of the city.
Okay.
Hey, Hildy.
Hi.
Ever loyal associate, tell me, what have you learned from questioning the scholars? Indeed, as it happens, I have learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review. Now my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. The world succession devised the great civilization of Ul'Dah, giving rise to sibling nations of Ul'Dah and Sidel. 2 nations coexist for generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in a war. Daunted by the superior military might, Sidel employs advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into fearsome undead legions. That does explain the undead still kind of roaming certain parts of the desert. So I believe I have it. The fact that at hand have led to one unsayable conclusion. Phantom Thief is a descendant of the doomed Settle, who seeks vengeance upon those who reduce his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there's but one course of action. It's find this several statesmen who conceived this dreadful stratagem and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought.
Hello.
Brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of the grave yourself.
That's a fair point.
Even aside this nonsense of experienced inspectors, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sidel. His garnished garb is no doubt meant to invoke the silver scales of the fallen sultanate. The subtle connection would also serve to explain his rare knowledge of the relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread among them could have incurred the ire of our adversary?
A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him.
Oh, yes, wait, it's coming to me. Of course, the investigator sent his ring out of a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something.
Wow.
You don't say. She really stop thinking so hard. Or I could have strained her brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who's this man and where might we find him?
Mm-hmm. My sources identified the man as Gurguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit?
Yes.
Do we have another Master Gugu? Or is it the same Master Gugu?
I don't know if it's the same, but
I guess we'll find out. I feel like if it was the same, they would have cited it, but
yeah.
There have been a couple of callbacks to previous chapters, so who the hell knows?
Mm-hmm.
Whee! Oh! Are you... Nope, not the same person.
Yes, if you got business, make it quick. Time to viable all the ways to chat with every single stranger who passes by.
Forgive us, my good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye, never blinking, all-seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions.
Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief with many faces.
Oh!
Hey, a thief, what nonsense is this? Oh, you are, but I ain't got time or patience for his memory. Excuse me, important client awaits. Thought I recognized that voice.
Who do we have? Oh!
Lydia, well met indeed. Pray tell, what brings you to these Everons this fair morning?
Mm-hmm. Why? Well, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit, Inspector Briarden. This is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Gurgurilla, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires.
Lydia, what about...
Ah, yes, my dear Maria's name day is present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Ishtami's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'Dah myself?
Shock face.
I know. Well, she's just as pleasant as ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it once more, Gugu. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something even more valuable than any mere trinket.
Ah, probably the connection with the daughter.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Nice to see that actually paid off.
Mm-hmm. I love Hildibrand giving her aggressive waving.
Alright, tell you what I know, but you didn't hear from me. Got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. He's got himself some of that zombie dust. Trader Spurn, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. Got me thinking. Said, 5 victims, I, the Arbiters of Truth.
Okay, he's on to something.
Arbiters of Truth, not familiar with the name. If you would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and all, influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about Ul'Dah conflict from reaching the ears of folks like you and me. Why does the fact that false knowledge is sort of italicized mean that they're trying to keep the truth from people?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
False knowledge, what sort of knowledge might that be? Those balls, don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed.
Alright.
Maybe that's one thing. Who hired you and where can we find him? Hob, his name's Hob. You heard what I said? He told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with the 5 best sell swords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes at the airship dock. Said he had a private ship docked at Vesper Bay. But remind me, he didn't hear none of it from me. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secret they don't even know each other's true identities. I don't understand how this all works, but has got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. When he heard the victims have all been zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Mondeville art of parley has procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this hob fellow and see what he can share with us. Let us hurry. The man's life is in danger as we speak. Hey, I think I've met Hob before. He was like right down near where we first found Hildibrand, you know, with the gentleman zombies.
Oh, okay. I remembered Humphrey. I didn't remember Hob. You probably onto something.
Apparently, I have to search over there first.
All right. Excuse me, gonna take my freaking Mac. I wonder if we will see Maria again. She was adorable. Whee! Oh, watch your head. Perfect.
We might. I don't think we will, but we might.
Hi.
I think we're late.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Master Hob, is everything quite alright?
Stand back, Ellie.
Uh-oh. Whoa!
Your hunger for your brains.
You mean the Chocobo's not having it?
So saving the man. Alright, do what you must.
Alright. Well, this took a turn. I love that it took the Chocobo that long to realize that there was something wrong.
Oh wow, I don't even get the fight. Check your shade of green. It's almost like that of the undead. Seeming we are a few moments late to the scene.
A message, and then there was one. See? There's that asshole.
He's very creepy.
Yeah.
There it is again.
What? There's something the matter, Inspector?
Indeed, not sure there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I had this fleeting sense that something or something is watching us.
The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful.
Well, let's return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. She could decide to know. Knowing the identity of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. So I'm guessing maybe I was a different Hob that I met.
I, too, had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime.
You know nothing of the sort. The streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone.
Inspector! Inspector! I'll go with her!
If you insist, Nasha, I shall give you my leave, but pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know.
But then who's gonna walk Nashu back? I think she's proving it right here.
So, there's something I must tell you when the case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did the time when that fiend took aim at my own life.
Oh, yeah. Your life, in fact. Ah, a Costa del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? I'll be careful. I promise. I eagerly await the day when I hear what it is you would share with me.
I love you. Secret vow. Ooh, consider me my interest practice. Well, good, Inspector. Now let's be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report.
Yay! Alright, so the two girls are off. Are they coming back together, or is Nashu somehow just like gonna drop her off and then come back even though it's still dangerous?
No idea.
I don't know. Probably the former, but you never know.